and gentlemen, here we are one more time on Just Plain Living. My name is John Gray, and I'm with the lovely Miss
Peggy Burton. Good morning.
Oh, and I'm
with.
Yeah, you didn't take the cue.
No,
probably.
I know.
That's okay. That's okay. I'm Jim Fuller.
It's
anyway.
good to be here with you guys.
Yeah, isn't it nice? It's nice springtime.
Spring is here and it's snowing.
And it's snowing
I love
outside.
it.
It's good to be anywhere at our age.
Tennessee, that's Tennessee. Tennessee weather.
Tennessee weather.
You can get all 4 seasons in 1 week.
Yeah.
I know, isn't that great? Buttercups everywhere and
Snow.
stuff coming down.
And what amazing transformation in the Bradford pear tree.
Oh, yeah, and that happens just like
2 days.
yeah, it's unbelievable.
Beautiful.
Went from nothing to in full bloom almost. And
I know.
And the I don't know which one it is now. The little
Tulip tree.
the little sort of pinky ones.
Yes, I love that.
Yeah, all that stuff's just busting wide open, and it's great. It's a great time of year. Great time of year.
So there's a lot going on. In your
Always. There's always a lot
yours.
going on, particularly around Tullahoma. I mean, it's a busy place.
I'm spending my evenings with Annie Get Your Gun these days.
Yeah, and that's what, a couple weeks away?
Next week.
Next weekend, is that when that is?
A week from this Thursday.
A week from this Thursday.
I think that's the third, fourth.
Yeah.
Yes.
Is that a one weekend show or a 2 weekend show?
It's a one weekend show. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday matinee.
That's good. That's
and
good.
the orchestra, which I direct, has just moved in, and there must have been 9,000 people there.
Do you have enough towels and washcloths?
Do I? Yes. I have a good orchestra. I'm proud of the orchestra.
I'm sure you do.
Some wonderful people. You might know the violinist.
I know the violinist. Know her well.
Daughter-in-law to be.
That's
phenomenal.
supposedly that's
She's
fact.
phenomenal. Anyway, I have a really good group.
Good for you.
And it's going to be a fun show. That was our first time to sit in, and that's always chaos and nightmare because there's no sound going on stage, but still, the actresses and actors, they're all
a lot of people.
Wonderful.
What, about 80 people in that show?
At least. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Oh yeah, so it'll be
it's
big
the
fun.
Buffalo Bill days.
Oh yeah.
The old Wild West show, medicine show.
Annie Get Your Gun is
Annie
this one.
Get Your Gun. Yes, Get Your Gun.
Now that's not the one. Is Annie Oakley?
Annie Oakley. That's Lindsay Slaughter doing a great job.
Is the music Rodgers and Hammerstein?
No, Irving Berlin.
Berlin.
What a genius Irving Berlin was.
Yeah, he was pretty good too, wasn't he?
Irving, dead and gone and still getting royalties for almost everything he wrote. White Christmas, Easter Parade, you name it. God Bless America. That's Irving Berlin. What a genius.
Isn't that something?
It is. It is.
A lot of good
amazing.
songs in that play. Got the sun in the morning and the moon at night.
But it's amazing. Writing movie scores, or not movie scores, stage scores, we don't have much writing like that anymore. What is it called? Where that's the prelude to the song.
The prelude.
Is it called a prelude?
Overture, the overture
Well,
to the musical?
no. A lot of times on songs,
a chorus or there's a verse and a chorus.
Like Stardust. Before it goes into
there's something
that happens in the front.
And then those days, it was always that way.
It was always that way.
And often the front of the song did not get real popular.
Right. It wasn't on the radio.
Yeah.
But that's what's so beautiful about writing for theater and writing for those type of things. It's everything is really full and fleshed out, and there's a lot of instrumentation and a lot of orchestral sounds.
Music.
Yeah. So go see Annie Get Your Gun.
Absolutely.
Right.
And we got somebody coming up here in just a minute. He's already got his gun. Chief Blackwell's going to be here in a minute. And all kinds of other folks, so don't you go away. We got a packed full show for you today, right back after these commercial messages.
The final countdown has begun on the remaining 2013s at Russell Barnett Kia. With only a few left in inventory, these deals are amazing. Check out this 2013 Kia Sportage, yours today for $21,500 or $349 a month. That's incredible. With America's best warranty, the 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty, Kia is the power to surprise. So come on down to Russell Barnett Kia and let us show you why we are #1 in customer satisfaction. And remember, why buy anywhere else?
Serving you as a local firefighter. proudly served our country in the United States Air Force. Serving Tullahoma. Helping our kids.
Hi, I'm Terry Stroop. Your comfort is our service. We'd like to thank Tullahoma for the privilege of serving your heating and cooling needs.
Get your news first, fast, and free with your news leader on 6 every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday nights at 6, 8, and 10 p.m. Local weather, sports, community calendar events, and a comprehensive look at the latest news stories and news makers as only a video news broadcast can do. Get it first, fast, and free with News Leader on Channel 6, your local information network.
Very well.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We were just commenting about what a great picture that is of on the front of the screen there of this segment, rather, of Chief Paul Blackwell. So it was a very, very good picture there.
Thank you.
Anyway, he's here today. He's got his gun. He's got his mace. He's got, well, you don't have a taser, I don't think.
No, I don't carry one.
You don't carry a taser. Okay. All right. So Julia said before we came onto the air that she wanted me to get tased. She wanted the chief to taser. What do you call it? Taser or
tasered?
Okay. Yeah. I'm not all up on that kind of technology. But anyway, that's not what we're here today to talk about. We're here today to talk about.
I thought maybe we'd cover a little bit of crime prevention and littering.
Is littering against the law?
Littering is against the law, and not only is it against the law, it's unsightly.
Of course.
Yeah, we all want to have a good-looking community, one that we're proud of, and litter is one of those things that when someone visits our community, they notice.
Right.
And so we, the police, like to remind people that, yes, it is a violation, even as small as a single cigarette butt, which is kind of my pet peeve, is the cigarette butts. People just flip them out the window, and those things take from anywhere from 18 months to 10 years to disintegrate.
The filter type.
Yes.
Right. Yeah.
So and if you walk along the streets, you look in the gutters, you look on the side of the road, you see the cigarette butts. And I think I mentioned once before, having been in the military, one of the things in the military you always had to do was pick up cigarette butts. And that always made me mad because I didn't smoke.
Right.
And I was picking up someone else's cigarette. So that kind of carries over, I guess, to now that people flip it out their window when they've got a perfectly good ashtray in their car, or flip it into your floorboard, clean your car later. But they choose to throw it out the window, and that could result in a $165 fine.
Oh, my goodness.
That's right.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's one of those things where that person may think this is petty, this is trivial, but look at it from a mass standpoint. You know, if everybody that smoked flipped it out the window, that's a lot of cigarette butts accumulated.
Sure it is, you know. And, you know, it's interesting, and you said that in the military, because I used to work for a company in Atlanta that all the people, the head people, were ex-military people. I did smoke at that time, and you know, the filters was a big problem. And so they taught all of us who were in management, here's what you do. You take this and you get the ash, all the tobacco out of the cigarette and the fire, and you put that filter in your pocket and dispose of it. You know?
That's exactly. It's called field stripping.
Field stripping, that's what it was. Yeah.
You let the tobacco blow, and you put the remainder into your pocket, and then you put it into the proper receptacle.
You know, because today a lot of the newer vehicles don't come with an ashtray.
I don't know. I drive an older car.
You know, I've got a 2006, and it has no ashtray. You have to pay extra to get those.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well,
right.
But then most people have probably got a cup or a bag, or throw it in your floorboard.
Yeah.
You know, why throw it out?
Exactly.
Yeah, and that's a cigarette butt. So I don't want to make it think like the world revolves around that cigarette butt.
Sure.
But that's at its lowest level. But then we get to the other level where people just throw fast food bags out the window, cases of empty beer bottles, beer cans, out on the side of the road, and that's just it's trash. It's trashy,
right?
And it reflects poorly on our community. I know several people that get out and do their daily walks for exercise, and they carry bags, and they're picking up the trash as they walk.
Exactly.
You know, so those people we really have to commend for doing that. And then the organizations that take on a particular part of a road and keep it clean. Of course, they only can get out there maybe 2 times a year. So what do you do the other 363 days a year?
Exactly.
So, you know, we really want to encourage people to think about that. You know, leave it in your car and get to a dumpster, get to a garbage can, and get rid of it.
Yeah, because that's just total disregard for your fellow man.
It is.
When you did
It
that,
is.
you know. And besides that, I had no idea the fine was $165.
$165, and that's one of those we'd hate. You know, personally, I'd hate to write a ticket for that.
Right.
But if someone has the attitude of it's just trash or so what, then maybe they need that ticket to get an eye-opening that think about it.
Exactly. Exactly.
So that's kind of my little soapbox on littering. I mean, it's constantly, and when you're sitting in your car, you can tell who's going to, I mentioned this last time, you can watch a person and you know who's going to flip their cigarette.
Yeah.
You can just watch them and you know they're going to toss it.
Exactly. Yeah.
So all I do is ask them, be aware of that and put it in your car, put it in your ashtray, but don't dispose of it on the street.
Yeah. Okay. All right. And that's one crime that should be pretty easy to prevent.
You would think.
You would think. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. And the other is crime prevention. It's always one of those that we like to remind people that, you know, you've got to be responsible for your possessions. The weather's starting to warm up a little bit. People are getting out more. What we still find from our report writing, people still leave their cars unlocked at night. They leave the windows down. They leave valuables in the car and at the same time leave it unlocked. And that's just inviting someone to take something out of your car.
Yeah, I bet it's safe to say that, you know, used to that happened a lot in this town, and it was okay. But I would imagine that day is gone by now.
Well, and, you know, and we always hear that. And sure, 20, 30, maybe even 40 years ago, we could leave our homes unlocked, our cars unlocked. But think back 30, 40 years ago, maybe it was only one car in the driveway. You know, now you go by someone's house, there may be 2, 3, 4 cars in the driveway. Right. So for someone that's of a criminal mind, there's quite a bit of possibilities there.
Right.
Think back 30, 40 years ago, we didn't have laptop computers,
exactly,
cameras, you know, iPods, cell phones, things like, you know. So
that is a very good point, because probably you
didn't have anything back there that was of that kind of value. But now we do see people leaving all those items in their vehicle unlocked. We even have people leaving firearms in their car and leaving it unlocked.
Right.
And what some of these criminals, I guess you would call it, do, they just walk around and flip a handle.
Yeah.
If it's locked, they move on to the next one. And then if they find that one, hey, it's my lucky day, here's one that's open.
Right.
They go through it and see what they can find. Loose change. You know, if you've got $2 or $3 of change in your car, that's now their money. They go to the next car and maybe get another 2 or 3. Before the night's over, they may have gotten them quite a bit of change. Of course, our police officers look for that too. If they encounter someone late at night, do they have an exorbitant amount of change, or you know, if you run across someone that's got 2 or 3 or 4 cell phones on him, you know, that might be a sign.
Yeah, right, exactly.
And you know, or other items that are on them. But we want to ask people, be responsible about that. Lock your car up. You know, people at night will leave their bicycle maybe laying on the front yard. They wake up in the morning, the bicycle's gone.
Right.
Or they leave their lawnmower sitting out where someone can see it, and it's gone. You know, there are people that are of a criminal mind that look for opportunity. And, you know, what we'd like to encourage people is don't provide that opportunity. Let someone else provide it. You know, lock your stuff up.
Exactly.
Be aware of it. And, you know, again, it goes back to serial numbers. Know your serial numbers. Be able to describe what you've got. The new world with the iPads and some of these other smartphones where you can turn on a locator, that's great.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, once they power it up, it tells you where that electronic device is. But we've still got to take some precautions, and that's lock your cars, don't leave your possessions in the car, and if you have to leave them in the car, don't leave them in plain view where someone could just put a rock through your window and grab it.
Exactly.
Crime prevention it's as much a police issue as it is a personal issue, and really it starts with the person.
Exactly. Common sense, folks.
Common sense, exactly.
Yeah,
take the keys out of the car, lock the car,
Exactly.
take your purse in at night, take
Right.
your computer.
Exactly. Okay. Paul, thank you so much for coming by
Thanks for
today.
having us.
Always great information disseminated here, and I appreciate it very much. Folks, we'll be right back in just a moment with more living right after this.
Looking for a unique gift for someone special, or perhaps something just for yourself? Then you need to check out Grady Mac Denim Company, right here in the heart of Tullahoma. Grady Mac features the full line of men's and women's Lucky brand apparel. Stop in and check out our denim production line. Grady Mac offers a full line of outdoor sporting apparel and much more. And check out our custom fly fishing equipment, fine art, and signed sports memorabilia. There's something for everyone at Grady Mac Denim Company, the most unique store in Tullahoma.
The Russell Barnett Ford family has over 300 vehicles in inventory, both new and pre-owned. With vehicles starting as low as $29.95, along with rebates and incentives up to $10,000, you will not need to look any further than the Russell Barnett Ford family. Surrounded by great attitudes and even better prices, we want to save you time and money. So look no further than Russell Barnett Ford of Tullahoma and Russell Barnett Ford of Winchester, or visit us on the web at russellbarnett.com. And remember, why buy anywhere else?
We get closer to a world with more birthdays when we take cancer patients by the hand. We help them find answers and guidance and hope, and give them more candles to light. We're the American Cancer Society. Help create a world with more birthdays at morebirthdays.com.
All right, folks, we're back, and we're going to continue on talking about all things good around Tullahoma area. And Mr. Winston Brooks is here today, and he has Miss Mindy Street with him, and Vic Shelton over here. And this is about the health fair. Is
Yes,
that what
sir.
we're talking about?
It's the Get Fit Urgent Team Health Fair and Fitness Expo, which will be coming up Saturday, April 5th at
All right.
Northgate Mall from 9 until noon. Don't miss it.
Don't miss it.
It's going to be a lot of excitement.
So, Miss Mindy, you work with Urgent Care, and
Yes,
you're one of the
Urgent
prime,
Team.
Urgent Team.
Yes,
excuse
sir.
me.
That's okay.
One of the prime sponsors of this.
Yes,
and,
we are.
Give us a little information about what all might be going on down there.
Well, part of our mission at Urgent Team is to make ourselves active with the communities to move forward towards. Oh shoot! Can we stop?
No, that's okay. Just
I've
keep
lost
going.
my spot.
That's okay. Urgent Team.
They're very actively involved in the community and want to get involved. And Mindy got in touch with me several months ago as soon as she heard about the Get Fit Tullahoma initiative and wanted to get involved. And so this has been a great partnership, and we've got a lot of great activities planned down there. There's going to be a lot of free medical and health services. Urgent Team will be providing some. And then just the newest person to join us is Vicki Shelton with Blood Assurance. So that's, I'll let Vicki talk about Blood Assurance for a second.
Vicki is one of those folks around town that's always involved in good stuff.
Yep.
Oh, thank you very
always
much. Well,
involved in good stuff. Member of our school board for years, and still.
Yes, I am.
Still. So
19 years.
19 years, and she's now working with Blood Assurance, and I know they're glad to have her. And what are y'all going to do at
Well,
this fair?
I'm
Vic?
excited to work for Blood Assurance because they're a great company, and of course they do great things by being out in the community, in several communities around the Mid-South, collecting blood. We do it every day. In fact, we need about 400 units of blood every day to supply all of the hospitals that we service. Right now it's about 62 different hospitals, kind of in a 120-mile radius out of Chattanooga.
Yeah.
So Tullahoma's included, Franklin County, now Bedford County, they're our newest hospital. We also have service Moore County, Lincoln County. I set up blood drives in all those areas, and I'm happy to be a part of this blood drive that's going to be happening on April 5th. And it is a community drive. We want everyone to come out that has given at this particular community drive in the past. It's actually called MASH Bash. We named it that after the old TV show, and this will be our 12th year of doing Mash Bash. So we're happy to partner with Urgent Team and with the City of Tullahoma and Get Fit, which I believe is a mayor's initiative, and it's a wonderful initiative. It brings to the forefront how important it is to lead a healthy lifestyle, and part of your healthy lifestyle could be donating blood, because most of us never know when we may need to receive blood. About 85% of the folks that receive it never know they're going to need it. So the only way to keep that blood supply up is to have the wonderful donors from the City of Tullahoma and surrounding areas. We'd love to see them out there on one of our mobiles on April 5th.
You know, a lot of folks manufacture a lot of blood.
Absolutely.
And some people, you know, you might not realize it, but can feel better after they give a little blood, because it lightens their load just a little bit. They're full, you know. It's like, having too much gas in you, too much oil in your truck or your car, you know, and you don't function quite as well.
You're exactly right, John. Yes, we have many folks that come into our donor center with that very issue to donate regularly, and a lot of people have very high iron levels, so it's very important to donate regularly if you have that condition. But for most folks, they say it makes them feel really good to donate blood. A lot of it is physically, and a lot of it is psychologically, because with every donation of blood, you have the potential of saving 3 lives.
Yeah. Now, what I would like to ask you is give us a little bit more information about Urgent Team. What is Urgent Team?
We're Urgent Care Center. We're located at 1802 North Jackson Street, Cherokee Shopping Plaza. And what we do is we offer a variety of services. Walk-in clinic.
Okay.
We also do primary care as well, though.
Good.
So when you can't get an appointment with your doctor, you can come see us. We take care of lacerations. We do x-rays. We do EKGs. Yes, we do.
And of course, you can take a blood pressure and give an overall look at somebody and say, I think this is broken. You know, or
DOT physicals, sports physicals.
Yeah.
We've started doing a lot of sports physicals.
Well,
you don't have to have an appointment for those.
Good for you.
We have extended hours. So Monday through Friday is 8 to 8.
Oh, that's
Saturday,
wonderful.
9 a.m. to 5, and Sunday from 1 till 5.
Very good. Very good. Well,
so
we're so glad to have you in town.
Thank you.
And how long have you been? How long have you been in that location?
We've been there for 2 years now.
Very good.
Exactly.
Very good.
This month. So yes, very exciting.
Glad to see you involved in all things good around here.
Well,
this town does a lot of good stuff. There's a lot of good things going on.
Every day.
And health is very important, and green is very important, and culture is very important. And those are the things that weave the tapestry of your town.
Are you running for mayor?
It's wonderful that you've. I've been asked to do that before, but I won't tell you what my response was.
Now, this Saturday, April 5th, is going to be a great event at the Health Fair and Fitness Expo. And we're going to have a lot of services there, a lot of the chance to look at a lot of different fitness opportunities for people to stay fit. And this is supported by the health department. Because of the epidemic of diabetes and obesity. So it's so important, and you'll be able to get free diabetic screenings. But we're going to have a full activity and program schedule. We've got a CrossFit demonstration. We've got Tim's Ford Ranger coming out to talk about early game hunting in the Elk River Valley. We're going to have a karate demonstration, square dancers, snap fitness aerobic demonstration, and at 11:30 we're going to have the Mayor's Fitness Competition with the U.S. Marine Corps pull-up competition.
Very good. Very good.
And you're going to do some pull-ups.
I will. I can do it one-handed.
And some square dancing.
I'll square dance.
And the first 50 kids to come out that morning will get free arcade tokens.
All right.
So it's going to be a fun event.
We're about out of time.
Very good, sir.
You've done well, and if I ever am mayor, you've got a job. You don't have to worry about getting cut.
I appreciate it.
I won't put you on waivers. You work too hard for what you do, and we're proud of you and appreciate what you've done for Tullahoma since you've been in your position.
I appreciate the encouragement. Thank you.
Okay,
Absolutely.
Folks, we'll be right back after this. Don't remember, April 5th, Northgate Mall Health Fair.
Smoking tobacco accounts for 3 of every 10 fire deaths in the United States.
Tullahoma Fire Department needs you en route to a structure fire, 202 Main Street. Heavy smoke showing. Neighbors advise child trapped inside.
Lighters, matches, and associated smoking paraphernalia are the leading cause of preschooler fire deaths. We as firefighters know that most structure fires can be prevented.
I've got one! I've got one! Command, this is primary search. We have a victim. Need EMS to meet us at the front door.
Please help us to give you a fighting chance. This can be prevented. Contact the Tullahoma Fire Department for a free home safety inspection.
What's a Tennessee vacation? It starts off like any road trip, and then, boom, adventure and thrills everywhere you look, which happens to be some of the most beautiful scenery in the country. Music here, history there, and all kinds of green in between. Come relax and unwind, or bring the crowd for some stargazing, or stargazing. Whatever you do, come hungry and expect an awesome soundtrack. It's all right here in Tennessee. We're playing your song. For a free vacation guide, visit tnvacation.com.
Get your news first, fast, and free with your news leader on 6 every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday nights at 6, 8, and 10 p.m. Local weather, sports, community calendar events, and a comprehensive look at the latest news stories and news makers as only a video news broadcast can do. Get it first, fast, and free with News Leader on Channel 6, your local information network.
The Charter Triple Play lets you experience TV, internet, and phone the way you want with no contracts. Hooked on HD? Now over 100 HD channels available. Movie lover? Get 10,000 on-demand movies and shows. 1,500 in HD, including movies in 3D. Missing your favorite shows? Record and watch TV with DVR service for 4 rooms and over 780 hours of storage space. Get Charter TV for $29.99 a month. Photo Fiend, Music Fan, Video Streamer? Switch to super fast Charter Internet and do it all with the bandwidth to support all your devices. At 30 megabits per second, Charter Internet is 10 times faster than the phone company's DSL. Get Charter Internet for $29.99 a month. Want more talk for less? Charter Phone has unlimited long-distance calling with no added fees like the phone company charges. Get Charter Phone for $29.99 a month. The new Charter Triple Play. TV, internet, and phone for just $29.99 a month each when bundled. Call 855-81-T-PLAY now.
The most amazing thing.
Really quite a thing.
You tell her.
No, you tell her.
All right. I'll tell her. We were under the bridge of sighs.
In a gondola.
Under Italian skies.
She was singing lullabies.
He said he likes the way I sing.
The day was ours.
We talked for hours.
It was amazing.
I said I love fireflies.
I said, so do I.
I told him I hate goodbyes.
There was something in her eyes.
I swore the bells began to ring.
We found that we
were so alike.
It was amazing.
So, who proposed to whom? You know? Oh, we were trying to be so discreet about it.
Amazing. There we were in Venice. In Venice.
When he suddenly stood up
and shouted, will you marry me?
It was so romantic.
Then I fell into the water.
And before we even knew it,
she dove in and rescued me.
It happened before we knew.
How could we have known?
It's amazing what time can do.
From that moment my heart flew.
We'll be married in last spring.
Whoever thought in all the world we'd fall in love, and yet we did.
It was amazing.
Amazing. Amazing. The most amazing thing.
I love it. Everybody's going to want to come to see me. What fun. our time is always so short, but you two are playing the part of Lori and
Amy
in Little Women, which is going to be put on at the Millennium Theater, Manchester Arts Center.
Manchester Arts Center.
Very soon. Opens
April 11th.
Let me just let each one of you introduce yourself and tell us what part you're playing in Little Women.
I'm Matt Henry, and I'm playing Laurie, Theodore Lawrence III.
And you're doing a great job.
Well, thank you.
Voice.
Thank you so
wow.
much.
I'm Charlotte Stevens, and I'm playing Amy, the youngest March sister. And I'm Mackenzie Lewis, and I'm playing Jo March.
And
I'm Samantha Waters, and I am the second youngest March sister. I am Beth.
And Beth is the one that is very sick, very ill. It's a great cast. I just feel so elated that you're here to share with us, because I know the talent to most of you. I've seen you before, and I know and I think I've seen you before in Woodbury or somewhere. I don't know where, but anyway, what a great group. All right, tell us when you open. Who wants to tell me that?
Okay, well, we open April 11th, and we run through the 20th, which is Easter. Yes. So on the Fridays and Saturdays, we only have 2 weekends. On the Fridays and Saturdays, we start the show at 7:30, and then on the Sundays we start the show at 2. But on Easter Sunday, since it's Easter, we decided to have an antebellum Easter hymn singing session.
Fun.
So all the March sisters and Lori and Professor Bear will come and teach everyone how to sing antebellum hymns.
Awesome. I think we ought to put up a phone number, and if the people in back can get this, it's 931-570-4489 for tickets, or go online at www.millenniumrepertoire.org. And if you forget all that, well, call me. I'm going. I mean, this is one I will never miss, because how long have y'all been in practice?
Since the beginning of February.
Yes, beginning of February.
And it is an amazing cast. Who's playing Marmee?
Annie Flanagan Clements.
Our own Annie?
Yes.
Okay.
She's fantastic.
And then Miss Edwards is playing...
Jeannie Edwards is Aunt March.
Is Aunt March.
Oh, and she's doing a wonderful job.
And so how many's in the cast and all?
Well...
Question.
Maybe around 20?
I would say around 20.
So it's not a huge cast.
It's not a huge cast.
No.
And do y'all... This is kind of new to me, this play. I mean, I know the story. We all know the story of Little Women, but... Do you find the music intriguing? I loved what you did, by the way.
Yes. It's fun music. It's music that you will want to dance to and cry to, and just, it's all around every emotion you can think of.
You're involved in the Cry To Zone, aren't you?
Yes.
The two of you. And I wish we had time to do it, but do you want to do any dialogue from your part? If you do, that's fine. We love it. If not, that's okay. And so, what do you think? You got any dialogue in your head? Oh, it's okay. Don't worry.
We don't want to spill too much.
You don't want to spill too much.
Yes.
I think everybody that's read the book has a gist of it, but the fact that it has music to it, I thought that was a great idea for somebody to come up with making this a musical. Charlotte, you're just in high school?
Yes. And so is Mackenzie, and so is Matt.
I know. And this old woman on the end. I'm kidding you. Anyway, to have this kind of talent in high school, you must have some people to thank for that. Not only God for giving you this great voice, but the people you've worked with. All of you have been in plays, several, haven't you? When did you start?
Well, young age doing church plays and things like that,
Yeah.
but then around the age of 13 was when I really got heavily
And which
involved
musical did you do then? Do you remember?
Well, the first musical I did was Fiddler on the Roof Jr. And then
Okay.
after that, Mackenzie and I did a show together called 13, one of the best musicals
And
I've
that
ever
was
been
fun.
in.
13. I didn't see that one. I'm sorry I missed it. How about you, Charlotte? What got you interested?
I was actually a dancer for the longest time, so I started that when I was 5, and just 2 years ago got really involved in doing theater. And Fiddler on the Roof was also my first musical.
Was it? And Samantha, forever you've been doing...
I've been singing and performing since I was 5. My first play, though, I played Michelle in Peter Pan. Instead of Michael, they changed it to Michelle.
Because you were so cute and so talented. I know you can imagine you as a 5-year-old.
It was fun.
Because you're still cute and adorable. Well, don't forget Little Women. There's the phone number. Call, get your reservation, or go online. And you're in for a great treat. 2 weekends, opening one more time.
April 11th through the 20th.
and through the 2 weekends. So luckily I'll get to go. Yes. So we got some stuff going on over here. Thank you and good luck.
Thank you.
Break a leg and all that.
Thank you.
We'll be back.
The highest standard of trust offers a sense of safety and comfort. It's established over time. You know when you see it. You know when you feel it. There's a standard of trust in healthcare. It's the Joint Commission Gold Seal of Approval. In 2003, Life Care Center of Tullahoma voluntarily achieved this accreditation and maintains it still today. Life Care, meeting a higher standard because residents matter most.
Have you heard that little voice that beckons you to come home to Tennessee? Well, here's your chance. Here's a property offered by its owner. It's 20 miles from the National Walking Horse Celebration grounds in Shelbyville, Tennessee, and only 10 minutes away from the Jack Daniel Distillery in Lynchburg. It's located at 769 Shipman Creek Road. This property has over a 5,300 square foot home on 45 acres, and a sprawling 200 acres is also available. Let's take a look at the house. Built in 1998, this home has 4 bedrooms and 3.5 baths. This home offers wide open views, featuring the main floor with over 2,700 square feet of living room, an eat-in kitchen, a formal dining area, and a massive 20 by 19 master bedroom with a master bath and fireplace included. There is craftsmanship at every turn, solid cherry cabinets, built-in cherry shelves, and other solid cherry appointments. It's a 2-story home with 3 nicely sized bedrooms upstairs. Down a spiral staircase, the basement hosts a 40 by 40 den with a handcrafted bar. We're leaving the jukebox here, folks. The basement is a recreation room on steroids. There are too many closets to count and more than you'll ever need. There are so many places in this home to find peace that you'll seldom want to leave it. But when you do, you'll discover up to 200 acres of paved roads with city water. The property is quilted with streams, woods, ponds, and open pasture. The view from the porch alone is enough to say you're home. The property includes a 3-bay heavy construction shop and plenty of room to build stables and graze livestock. If Tennessee's been calling you home, start your journey by calling this number. A property like this comes on the market but once in a lifetime. We think you'll love it. We think you'll stay. This is a very real estate.
I'm meteorologist Leland Statham from the News Channel 5 Weather Center. Look to Jim Fuller and crew for local news night here on Channel 6.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, and we're pleased to have joining us now Stephanie Crosland. Stephanie is with the, is it Shelbyville or Bedford County?
It's both, actually.
Shelbyville,
yes,
Bedford
Shelbyville, Bedford County.
Yeah, okay. And you're kind of new there, aren't you?
We both are. My CEO and I, we just started in September. The last time I was here actually was in December, and I wanted to come back and give you guys a little bit of an update.
Sure, okay.
Some of the things that I talked about in December were some of the events that we were planning on doing, one of which was the Business After Hours, and that is actually going on next week. It's April 3rd. It's the Thursday, from 5 to 7 at the Fly Arts Cultural Center in Shelbyville. It is being co-sponsored with Antiques, Arts, and Collectibles Mall there in Shelbyville as well. And the food is being sponsored by 2 of our local restaurants, the Coffee Break on the Square and Mails. Oh. So we're working to create a type of synergy within our chamber, and luckily for us, it's been able to happen with this very first event that we're doing. So.
Okay, based on what you told me before we came on the air, you're going to have to explain the term synergy to us.
Synergy. Businesses working together to create a sound community. That's basically what synergy is. We encourage our businesses to use other chamber members, but we wanted to be able to kind of help along, especially with our very first Business After Hours event, the process of that. And it involves at least 4 businesses on our local square that are coming together and putting on an event together. So that's basically what the synergy pertains to.
Okay. See, folks, we've learned something here this morning.
Word of the day.
And that's exactly right. We'll need to work that into our vocabulary now.
Yes.
This is, I think you just answered this question, but this is the first after hours you guys have done.
It is. It was around a while ago, a few years ago, actually. The United Way of Beaufort County and the Chamber kind of worked together. But this is solely the Chamber of Commerce type of event, and we offer it only to our membership. And there are certain criteria that has to be met. You know, you have to prepare for at least 150 people. Fingers crossed, everybody shows up.
Right.
And you know, you kind of have to work it to make you have parking and food and drinks. But we really want our businesses to be able to have a platform to promote themselves. And that is exactly what this is. We're offering it to the community, hopefully, you know, future members of the Chamber of Commerce. But it is something that we are trying to set up to allow for that promotion. And in this instance, there are 4 different businesses that are going to be able to promote themselves through this one event. And we were originally going to have a quartet from the Nashville Symphony come and play. They were booked that day. The reason I say that is in May, on May 6th, we have the Symphony at the Celebration.
Really?
Yes, and it is it's a fundraiser for one of the businesses that is hosting the First Business After Hours. So we were going to have them come, but I think at the moment what we're going to try to do is bring in one of the local high schools that will be playing at the Symphony, the night of the Symphony, along with the Nashville Symphony itself. So we'll try to bring those guys in to have a little bit of entertainment, because the Fly Arts Cultural Center promotes the arts.
Sure.
And that's everything from painting to sculpture to knitting to singing to performance of any kind, basically. So there are going to be little vignettes set up where some of our local artists are going to be showing their wares and what they do and how art is important to a community.
Sounds like a great tie-in with the Fly Arts Center there.
Yeah, most definitely.
Yeah.
And the Antiques Art and Collectibles Mall.
Sure.
They're kind of combining their artistic skills there.
So is this part of a program? You guys are going to be doing more of these, I bet.
We are.
Or you not?
We are offering these every even-numbered month. So our next one would be in June. We are trying to stick to the first Thursday of those even-numbered months, so people get used to, oh, it's Thursday of this even-numbered month. And I know that sounds so weird, but you know, we want to get people used to it. And then on our odd-number months, what the Chamber is hoping to do is to create seminars. That is something that both Alan, my CEO, and I are trying to get put together, so we are able to offer that to our membership as well.
Okay. You guys have come into this, I think, and brought a lot of energy and are really working to promote the Chamber, which is great for your community. I've got to say, I know that it also, I would imagine this event you're having is something that's a great way to network and for you to meet other people that are in business, which ultimately can help your business as well, I think.
Exactly.
So,
and that's what it's all about. It is about networking. It is about creating this synergy. It is about helping your community grow.
Yeah.
And what better way to do that than having a little after work session and taking a bunch of business cards and meeting people that you don't usually get to meet. You don't come across in an everyday type situation. So most definitely. Now,
okay.
there you go.
This is going to be, I'm telling you, this is going to be fun, folks. I can guarantee that. All right. If people would like to find out more about that, or would like to, if you've got a business in the Bedford County area and, excuse me, you're not yet a part of the Chamber of Commerce, the number.
You can reach us at 931-684-3482. You can also visit our website at shelbyvilletn.com. You can also sign up for membership via our website now. We've added a new application to our website to where membership can be more interactive.
Okay.
So you can fill out an application there and get it approved, find out more about our local events that are going on, and any way I can help you, just let me know. Stephanie Crossland.
Okay, all right. Stephanie, thank you so much for coming by today. We appreciate it very much. Folks, we'll be right back in just a moment with more living following these messages.
Let the Smokehouse be your mountain getaway destination in beautiful Monteagle, Tennessee. Enjoy our cabins, restaurant, and old general store. Shop thesmokehouse.com featuring homemade barbecue sauces, jellies, and many other fine Tennessee products. Our live Music on the Mountain series features some of the best local and Nashville talent every Friday and Saturday night, 6:30 p.m. No cover, kids welcome.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please, for the following public service announcement. He's back! The Watkins Man is back, bringing his world-famous Watkins products to 104 East Lauderdale Street in Tullahoma, where Richard and Stephanie Carpenter have opened the area's only Watkins store. Since 1886, Watkins has produced all-natural products, starting with the pain liniment and now including soaps, oils, creams, scrubs, royal jelly, beeswax, supplements dedicated to natural health and pain management, cover total external and internal body care. And don't forget the world-famous spices, extracts, teas, and cooking ingredients. With too many products to list, know that all Watkins products are 100% natural using the highest quality ingredients obtainable. Always remember with Watkins, when you buy the best, you use less.
To rid yourself of body pain, stiffness, and stress while increasing circulation, visit the Balance Spa in Shelbyville at 731 North Main Street. Or have them visit you at your office for a chair massage. Simon Cow and Maria Keys Gammon give a professional full-body foot or chair massage that makes you feel like new. Call owner Linda Hackle Brown at 931-639-4885 to set your appointment today.
How long has it been since you raced a cheetah? Are your tornado creating skills getting rusty? Tired of being the only one in your neighborhood who hasn't built a dinosaur? Sounds like it's time to visit the Hands-On Science Center. The Hands-On Science Center is an indoor science playground. In this museum, please touch is the rule. Join us for weekly science demonstrations on space, lasers, lizards, rocks, and a whole lot more. No two visits are ever the same, so visit often to see our ever-changing exhibits and demonstrations. The Hands-On Science Center, 101 Mitchell Boulevard in Tullahoma.
I'm meteorologist Leland Statham, and you're watching Just Plain Living here on Charter Channel 6.
Welcome back. I'm on the set with Miss Kat Murray and her group for His Story
Told by her. Number 6.
Is it already number 6?
Already number 6.
I think that's so exciting.
It's awesome.
And this time you're doing a fundraiser for
the United Way.
The United Way.
The local United Way. So all the funds will go to.
And these beautiful ladies with you. What's your name?
Alexis Bates.
Alexis Bates. And is this your first time to do the show? How many times have you done it?
I started when it first started, so 6 years.
So it's 6. And how old were you then?
First grade.
First grade? That is what grade are you in now?
4th.
4th. Where do you go to school?
Farrah.
Farrah. They must be proud of you at Farrah. I hope every one of them are going to come and see you on stage. And your name?
Kaylee Smith.
Kaylee? Is this your first time to be on stage?
Yes, it is.
But you've seen all the shows, I'll bet.
Yes, I have.
What made you want to get on stage this year?
Well, I've always loved dancing, and I've done it for more than half of my life. I've done ballet, so I just wanted to do this.
That's wonderful. Who's your teacher?
I've gone through 2 different dance companies, and one of them shut down, and one I'm doing right now, my teacher is Miss Long.
Oh, Miss Beverly Long. She's somebody I know really well. She does a good job. Well, I'm excited that you're in the show, and I know that Kat is proud to have you.
I am.
How did you see the show this year?
We started, remember, in 2011. We started with 5 dancers. Now we're up to 9, possibly 11. I have 2 that may be able to do it with us.
That's great.
So, and like you said, Alexis has been in every one.
When's the date?
It's very important. It's Saturday, June the 21st at South Jackson, and it'll be at 7. We have a while. I'm just trying to get it out early.
Get the word out.
Yes, because we want to raise all the money we can for United Way.
It's a great cause.
Yeah,
and
it is.
Do you have a ticket price already?
I don't want to quote it because I don't quite remember. I know adults is $15.
And if anyone wants a ticket, they can come by your establishment, McMurray's?
Yes, come by McMurray's, and it'll be everywhere. We're at 101 West OG Street, and the information will be everywhere in a couple of weeks. We have a Facebook page, Facebook History III. That's for History 3.
I thought it was cute the way you came up with his story
told by her. Yeah, it was one of those whimsical Catherine things. Yeah.
Well, Michael Jackson would be pleased because you do a great job of his music.
I appreciate that.
What songs are you guys involved in?
Oh, we don't have that much time.
Okay, you don't know yet.
Yeah, they do know. They're in almost all of them.
Oh, okay.
So, if they tried to name them all, but you can tell them what your favorite is.
What is your favorite?
Oh, wow.
Is it hard to know?
Yeah.
It's a hard question. You are a favorite of a lot of the songs, I'll bet. Because Michael Jackson, wow, what a talent.
Yes.
One of my favorites that we do in the show is Bad.
Yeah.
I like that one for some reason.
And how about yours? Do you have a favorite?
No, I have all of them are probably my favorites. One of them is Billie Jean, though.
Billie Jean.
That's how we're dressed. We're dressed in our Billie Jean stage costume. That's correct.
That's a great. Yeah. How about the dancing? Who teaches all this dancing? Do you do that?
Kenny.
Kenny's still doing it?
And we're not going to try to say his last name unless you want to.
I never can say Kenny's last name, but I'll tell you what, that man can dance.
Yes.
He has got the moves,
he does.
And he does a good job of getting it across to the kids. So the show is just going to be one night?
One night.
And so you
7 o'clock at South Jackson.
And you can't afford not to go ahead and get your ticket now because it will fill up. And I feel like even if you can't go, it's a great cause.
That's right.
Try to buy a ticket. Try to be supportive.
Check with Sandy Hayes at United Way because she's doing ads and stuff, and all the ad money goes to them too, and that's kind of like icing on the cake. You know, everything that's come from the advertising.
Do you do a program for
yes,
this?
we do.
Okay,
we
so
do.
You're selling ads to go in the program, and everybody knows how much sponsorship is so important.
Yes, and we try not to. You know, we have to rent the facility and for the rehearsal night. But we literally go to Goodwill and buy. Whenever we get new dancers, we go and buy. Actually, I bought these at the Big Stock for $3.
You got to
yes. Yes. So we try to spend as least money as we can so that we can give more money.
So the money goes where you want it to go. And what school do you go to?
Bel Air.
Bel Air.
Elementary.
Bel Air Elementary. And are you both 4th graders?
Yes.
That's good.
Yeah,
that's good. It's so great to know that you're being supportive. Not only are you getting a chance to be on stage, express your talent, but you're giving to a great cause, the United Way. And there's never enough money in the world for all these organizations.
No.
You want to tell me about some of the music that's in the show?
We do. The last count was 23 songs.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah, that's a 2-hour show. It's a 2-hour show, and I sing all of them except 2.
I guess you do an intermission.
Yes, we do an intermission because after Thriller, they're dead. You know, that's literally they fall down, they're dead, they're zombies, and then they get 15 minutes, and I have them back out there.
They're back out, awake and alive.
Yes, and like I said, we have 2 special. If you've seen the show 5 times, it's never the same. Yeah. And so we have 2 special guests that have never done what we're going to do this time.
Wonderful.
And one year for Man in the Mirror, I had the Tullahoma Aristocats come as a surprise.
That was nice.
Yes. I've had Lane Curley be a zombie doing Thriller.
Yeah.
Gosh, we've done so many things, and we always include D'Angelo. He'll be there to sing with me.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. I love the whole show, and even though I don't get to see it every time, I appreciate the fact that you keep pulling this out and making it go, and I think it'll go forever, so be careful. You'll be as old as I am, and you'll still be doing Thriller.
I know. Yeah, he'll be on his story 25.
Yeah. It's coming. Do we need to put a phone number up?
Yes. If any information you need, just call me at McMurray's, 931-461-0034. And we'll give you information on the show. We usually do the ticket sales a couple of weeks before the show, so I'm always afraid people are going to lose them. Okay, that's my thinking. And but it'll be on Facebook. We'll get it out to the paper. The paper's always very generous about giving us time and
we need to thank them. And
yes, definitely. Channel 6 is always
here
there.
Is always happy to have you on, and we appreciate
That's
that.
the number.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah, and
call for tickets, or just go right by McMurray's and pick up a ticket. Are the tickets printed yet?
No. They're not going on sale till a couple weeks before the show.
But you can make your reservations and all that.
Yes,
because
ma'am.
I think it will fill up. Ladies, I'm excited for you. I am thrilled that you're out there acting and having fun, dancing, using your talents. And Kat, I can't tell you how much I appreciate you and what you have done for this community and this region.
I'm glad I
You're
can
just
do
a breath of fresh air. Shot in the arm. We love it. Don't forget that phone number.
Don't forget that phone number.
Let's get the date one more time.
It's June the 21st, 7 o'clock at South Jackson. So make sure you come out and support in some way. And even if you can't buy a ticket, if you have an office that maybe you want to buy some for your employees, that we've had a couple of people do that too. So that works out really well because we fill up the seats and then you've done something for your employees.
Thanks for coming. Thanks,
Thank
ladies.
you.
It was nice to meet you. Good job.
Hope you can make it to the show this time, Peggy.
I hope so too.
All right,
we'll be back
awesome.
with other things.
Oh, hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is the paint. Uh-oh. I just knocked a tree over. This is the paint doctor. I got the color wheel. Now, you know what a color wheel is? It is the wheel at the paint works where you pick all your colors to paint your room. It could be a multicolored beard. It could be a underarm fan. You never can tell. One thing we do know is that it's time to paint. You know, you can make your wife very happy if you go to your house and paint some rooms, or you paint the outside of the house, the inside of the house. It makes them feel very good because you work hard for them and they like that. All women like to see their man sweat. You know, they do. Honeydew is what they do. And you get to do it too. So you go to the Paint Works at 1960 North Washington Street and you see David Heikkinen over there, and he's the real paint doctor. He fix you up with color. It's so nice when the color is right. Go to Paintworks today. Martin Senor. See? Martin Senor. Right there. Martin Senor at the Paintworks. Bye, and we see you next time. I'm burning up.
Today's Charter tip, set up your parental controls. Children don't always know what they should and shouldn't watch, but parents do, and Charter can help. Charter's parental controls are easy to set up. All you need is a 4-digit PIN. Then you can lock specific titles, channels, and show ratings. Even hide program titles and block paid programming purchases. Family protection in just 4 digits. Another way Charter gives you more. Visit charter.net/tips to get started.
Welcome back. I'm Macy Marin, and I'm here with Hope Woodard, who participated in Distinguished Young Women recently. Hope, tell us a little bit about that.
Well, it's a great experience. As you know, we got to participate together. I encourage all girls to do it. It's really such a wonderful thing. You grow so much, you learn so much, you meet really cool people. It's just a good experience.
So it's a scholarship program. Tell us a little bit about the things you have to do to be involved in it.
You have to work really hard. We have a fitness routine. We have an interview section that you have to work on.
Right.
You have a talent you have to contribute in. What else do we? Oh, self-expression, scholastics. So it's really a good thing, and it takes all these eclectic contributions that you have to give, and really gives a well-rounded opportunity to girls.
Right. Okay, so what do you think was the hardest part about it?
Oh my gosh, the hardest part. Probably just like commitment.
Right,
You know?
It did take a long time.
Just working so hard and trying to like power through all those practices, you know. That's
right.
probably the worst thing.
Okay, what was your talent? Tell us a little bit about that.
I sang When Sunny Gets Blue. Actually,
awesome.
Peggy Burton, who contributes a lot to Tullahoma, helped me out with that. She's a great girl. It's an old jazz piece, kind of my style. It's especially connected to me, so it's a great song.
Awesome. And that helped you out. You came up with first runner-up, right?
Yes, first
runner-up. That's great.
Yeah.
How much scholarship money did you receive with that?
I think $500, so
wow,
that was pretty cool, yeah.
Okay, I think we have video of that, so if we want to show that.
Valley's first alternate will be the recipient of a $500
yeah, that's Anna Gilbert. She was presenting that award.
If for any reason that one of our winners cannot,
oh my gosh, Anna Gilbert is such a sweetheart.
I know, she's so sweet.
Then our first alternate will go in our
Dan Lawson talking. He helped us out a lot with interviewing skills.
Contestant number 12, Hope Woodard.
Oh, there you are.
It was so funny because Anna Gilbert was number 12 last year. Really? Yeah.
Yes.
And we were like best friends in middle school.
That's funny. Yeah, Kayla was number 6 last year.
Yeah, that is
so that was funny. Yeah.
Our
That was number 6. So.
Tullahoma Distinguished Young Woman for 2015. And the winner of a $1,000 scholarship is...
Okay, this is when they're presenting the Distinguished Young Woman of Tullahoma, which is Ashley Stevens. She was here with us last week. I was with them too. And Jacqueline Zebick, which they didn't show Jacqueline Zebick either. She was second runner-up. Oh, we're back. Awesome. So, what it was like, okay, so you did your talent, and then you did fitness. Was that a struggle for you, did you think?
Yes, and I remember, like, right before I went out there, you had been right before me, and you were just huffing and puffing. I was so scared. I was like, that's going to be me. Oh, my goodness, and I am probably the world's worst sweater, so I was glad that was my last thing I had to do because I knew I was going to be just worn out. My hair was all messed up, had to go in the back and blow dry this all to, get back into place.
Exactly. And a lot of girls think that this is just a pageant, but it's really not. Like the fitness we do, it gets you in shape. It's hard.
So true. I am totally not a pageant girl. I did not want to do it. I was not up for it. I was telling my mom, I was like, no ma'am, not doing that. But I've never been happier with the decision. I think I've really grown so much, and I've gotten an opportunity to meet a lot of really cool girls, like I said earlier.
Right. Yeah, and it really got us to come all together, don't you think?
Yeah. So many different types of girls in the high school that would have never come together. I think that's awesome.
And we also got a lot of help from our leaders. Do you want to explain some of our directors and tell us about them?
Okay. We have Joanne Crabtree, who's kind of the fitness maven. She kicks some butt, and then Mrs. Lawson, Karen Lawson, who is just the funniest, most supportive woman. She's really such a great lady. And then Dan Lawson, who liked to label me a feminazi in our interviews, so he was kind of a character to work with. He was great with interviews. Yeah, yes. And then, Miss Doherty, she was very helpful. Yes. Yeah. And then who else? Is that all?
Miss Brewer, Miss Brewer.
Oh my gosh, Miss Brewer, such a sweetheart all the time, so supportive.
Yeah, thanks to them. They helped us out a lot. Right. And then the only other thing I think we haven't talked about is self-expression.
Yes.
That's when we had an on-stage question.
Yes.
How did you feel about that? Did you like it?
Oh, yeah. I got first in that one, so I did kind of like that one. And I was excited about the question. It was kind of like, how would you change the world? And I was able to pull from some Jane Goodall and talk about her and how to kind of be a better person and show love and compassion in the world. And
I think that was definitely something that we all got to kind of show ourselves in.
Right.
I liked that. And we got to have dresses on. And
very cute dresses.
Yes, have fun with it. All right, well, thank you, Hope. Thanks for being here.
Thank you so much.
For the past 32 years, we've had an amazing Register of Deeds, Miss Ellen Vaughn. Miss Vaughn has announced her retirement and will be leaving soon. We're going to miss her professionalism and kindness. I'm Tracy Hirschman-Weibert, candidate for the office. I know these are some big shoes to fill. My education and experience has now brought me to this place in time where I'm asking you for your vote for Coffee County Register of Deeds. Let's keep a good thing going.
Vote Weibert indeed, Coffee County's most qualified.
Partners for Healing provides medical care to the working uninsured of Coffee, Franklin, and Moore counties. We are in Tullahoma from 8 to 5, Monday through Thursdays, and in Manchester on Fridays from 8 to 12. We provide primary medical care and offer an in-house disease management program.
My name is Rosie Mitchell, and I would just like to say I am blessed to have partners in my life.
Please call 455-5014 for more information. Thank you for being one of our partners for healing.
It's over! It's over! The Shelbyville girls have defeated Bradley County for the state championship.
Shelbyville's the winner, 48-46.
Join the Bobby Locke Coach 1964 state champions March 22nd from 5 till 8 p.m. in the Shelbyville Central High School Gymnasium as they relive that memorable evening when they came together to win the first state championship for Shelbyville. Join us for a meet and greet with players and cheerleaders from 1964 and enjoy a 3-on-3 basketball game featuring members of the championship team. Contact Sylvia Sanders Pinson at 931-580-9696 or Amy Feeney Wells at 931-581-8194 for more information.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Excalibur limousine provided by AAA Limousine Service, and these are the South Jackson Gatsby girls starting the promotion for the Great Gatsby Gala that will be held at South Jackson June 7th, 2014. Get your party hat on, folks. It's gonna be a ball. What about it, girls?
Here's to ya.
We are back, ladies and gentlemen, and it is almost time for the Piping on the Green, which will be held at the Celtic Cup by the Scottish Society. And I have Desiree Porter here with me right now to give us all the information. All the information on the Piping on the Green. It is always fun. What's the date on that, Desi?
April 5th. It's a Saturday this year, and it's the day before National Tartan Day.
Wonderful.
So that's why we decided to have it then. And it's a family event, free admission.
So that's Saturday week.
Yes.
Same day as the health fair.
Yes.
So you'll be able to get healthy and then go down to the Celtic Cup, and there'll be. Last year when I was down there, there was just so much. It was so interesting to me. There was everything from people making horseshoes and nails and swords to people knitting and manufacturing fabric.
Correct.
There were people dancing,
yes,
singing, playing, and all kinds of kilts and tartan.
And pipers.
And pipers. So, what else is happening? When does this thing start?
Okay, at 8 a.m., the vendors will be open to sell their wares, and at 10, we have the grand opening ceremonies, and we have the mayor's involved. We have the a cappella singers that are going to do the anthems for us. We've got the Grand Piper, I think that's what you call him, the Nashville Pipe and Drums, and he will be doing the piping as well at that time. And then we have several other pipers throughout the day.
Right.
This will continue, the vendors continue until 5 p.m. And then at 6 o'clock they will have an outside band, and that will continue until 9 or 10.
And so I know last year during the day there were some different performers working during the day. So there will be music all day long, basically.
Right. We will have the Slandered Banshee. We will have Paying the Reckoning. We'll have Feckless Vir Dirge. And these are all either Irish or Celtic related bands. They play some to dance to, some to sing to, some to listen to. So be sure to bring your lawn chair so you can sit back and relax and listen. We'll also have the Irish, the Foothill Irish Dancers, and they are step dancers. I think some of you might be familiar with like River Dance.
Sure.
Well, this is the same type of dancing. It's what tap music has turned into.
Right.
I mean, it has evolved into tap music.
Right. So I can't remember that guy's name. We went to Nashville and saw Riverdance. Flatley. Michael Flatley was the guy's name who did that stuff. It was just absolutely amazing. But I want you folks to realize that a lot of these people are coming from Bowling Green, Chattanooga, Nashville, Suwanee, Murfreesboro. So it's a lot of folks. This is not just local folks. This brings in entertainers from all over the area, and the expertise there is really, really good.
Right.
And so it is absolutely entertaining.
Right. We have a couple new performers as well. We have Irish Larry and Captain Ray. And then we also have two storytellers.
Is that a comedy act?
Well, you would think so. I think they do throw some comedy in there, yes, because he calls him his sidekick. But they do play and sing some stirring music. And then our storytellers, Diana Haig and Dr. Jetta Halliday from Murfreesboro. And then also in our crafters, we have some new crafters there too, and we'll even have a section for children where there'll be what we call the Bubble Woman. She'll be creating those giant bubbles, and then also face painting, and so we want to get the whole family involved.
And I'm quite sure there will be food there of some sort.
Oh, a little bit from the Celtic Cup.
Right.
They're going to have an outdoor booth for the faster foods, the sandwiches and whatnot. You can get a limited fare inside. They're going to kind of limit the menu for that day only.
Yeah, I mean, the place is covered with people.
And of course, there will be all kinds of beverages for sale there at the Celtic Cup as well.
Right. So it's great fun, folks. And if you have small children or medium small children, and they've never been to something like this, it's really interesting to see their faces when they see men in dresses and hear all this wonderful music and all the things that go on, and people in different dress. And it's just really, really great. And the fact that you're doing this, and this is on the
April 5th, Saturday.
And then later on in the month at South Jackson, the Tartan Terras are going to be there, which is an internationally known performing group, and they're going to be at South Jackson. So what a great way to tie all this stuff together.
Exactly.
And learn a little bit about a different culture. It's really fun to do. I enjoy going to the Burns dinner for that very reason, is you drag yourself, folks, out of the rut you're in and go get a new experience out there. That's what makes life exciting and interesting, is find something new.
Right.
To get excited about. And this is a great start for you. And that's this week from Saturday, April the 5th, at the Celtic Cup. It's the piping on the green. Thank you, dear, for being here.
Well, thank you for having me.
It's always a pleasure to see you. We'll be right back, folks, after these messages.
The final countdown has begun on the remaining 2013s at Russell Barnett Kia. With only a few left in inventory, these deals are amazing. Check out this 2013 Kia Sportage, yours today for $21,500 or $349 a month. That's incredible. With America's best warranty, the 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty, Kia is the power to surprise. So come on down to Russell Barnett Kia and let us show you why we are #1 in customer satisfaction. And remember, why buy anywhere else?
Serving you as a local firefighter. Proudly served our country in the United States Air Force. Serving Tullahoma. Helping our kids.
Hi, I'm Terry Stroop. Your comfort is our service. We'd like to thank Tullahoma for the privilege of serving your heating and cooling needs.
Get your news first, fast, and free with your news leader on 6 every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday nights at 6, 8, and 10 p.m. Local weather, sports, community calendar events, and a comprehensive look at the latest news stories and news makers as only a video news broadcast can do. Get it first, fast, and free with News Leader on Channel 6, your local information network.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, and we're pleased to have joining us on the set now Erica Fultz, who is a Feral Frog today, I think. Is that correct?
That is correct. Okay,
and you guys are doing a fundraiser, I think, that's coming up pretty soon. Tell us a little bit about that fundraiser.
On April 12th, we're going to have a beauty pageant for our school. It is a fundraiser to raise funds for a security fence around our playground area. It's going to be age groups from newborn to 18 years of age. We are going to offer a $300 scholarship to the 16 to 18 age group. So the ones that are going off to college, maybe they can have a scholarship money. Mm-hmm. They're going to have a part where it's most photogenic. You have to send in a black and white photo or a color photo, and that will also be judged. And I think a People Choice Award, but those votes will be sent in on that day. It's $1 per vote. So please come out and help us raise money for our schools. Now,
this fence that you're talking about, that's pretty significant, isn't it? Because
significant.
You guys had something happen over there recently that I think, caused some real problems and I'm sure concerns for parents over there.
There was a bank robbery at a local bank, and it was close to our school, and apparently the perpetrator, ran back behind our school and that put our school on lockdown. And there's been other incidences as well that, just to protect our kids, in case there is somebody out there, that we can just make sure that they are protected.
Right. How much money are you trying to raise to put that fence up there? I'm sure it's not cheap.
Well, we got quotes from local people, and BR Fencing is the one that's doing our fence, and already half of it has been put up. I think it was around $4,500 for part 1 and part 2. So anyway, it was quite expensive.
Now, this you said, I believe, that this is a project of the PTO of that organization. Can you share a little bit of information about what does the PTO do over there? I mean, what's their purpose?
Well, we do a little bit of everything. Most of the money, at the beginning of the school year, we have to have so much money to go to our enrichment funds. That is to pay for all of the kids' field trips and buses and things like that. So a lot of our money goes to help the kids at our school.
I see.
Any type of extracurricular programs, we give money for that. Most of our money the past 2 years have gone to technology upgrades for our teachers and our students as well.
Okay. And so this program that you guys are doing, did you say it was a pageant? Is that what you said?
Yes, it's a beauty pageant.
Beauty pageant. Okay. Now we're looking out here at our friend Chesley Lee, and Chesley is late and hung Erica out to dry by herself. So Chesley, you're welcome to come up and join us if you'd like. So
perfect.
Perfect, and we'll let her comment. Can you think of any really hard questions that we can ask Chesley, that may be totally irrelevant to anything she might know anything about?
Well, what I did leave out is registration, when the deadline is, and all of that, and gifts that we're going to be giving for the pageant. So I'll let her take.
Every contestant is going to get a gift.
Okay.
And I don't know if she had mentioned that the senior division.
Richard, I can get that microphone since we didn't get you properly mic'd.
All right, in the senior division, the winner there will receive a scholarship of $300 in addition to the other gifts that the other contestants will receive. And let's see, I'm trying to think.
Who participates in this, by the way?
Oh, we have 8 divisions from 0 to 23 months all the way up to 18 years of age.
Okay.
So plenty of divisions.
So,
everyone
obviously it's not just the students at Faro.
No, it's open to the whole community.
Right.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, we're really excited about it.
Yeah, so. It sounds like it's going to be a lot of fun. You're going to dress up as a frog, right, Erica?
Absolutely, whatever it takes.
Yeah. So there are, since it's open to the public, I'm sure there are opportunities for the public to donate to this particular cause if they'd like.
Oh, that would be great. We'll take donations anytime. But also, if you're interested in getting registration forms or anything, you can stop by Posh Polka Dot or Pearls and Pinstripes, Christie's, Millie's, several places in town that have those.
Okay.
I put them out in Manchester and Winchester as well.
Okay. All right. Now, before you got here, Chesley, we were talking about the pressure that we'd put on Erica here because she was a little apprehensive about, being on television, especially without you being here. And she's done quite well. But now here's where the pressure comes in for the host, because over there, they're telling me that we have 2 minutes left. So I'm going to just put it, you guys got 2 minutes to talk about this thing, fill the slot, because I don't have a clue. So what should we do here?
Well, the main reason that we decided to do the pageant was to raise money for our school and for a safety fence. And that's near and dear to both of our hearts. Our children go there, and the safety of our children comes first.
Right.
So we needed help with that. We didn't have enough funds to do that. So we decided to do this pageant. And so any help any business can give us would be awesome. If you have a child that's even remotely interested in doing a pageant, we would love to have them, because there's several different categories. Not only is there a winner in each category, but there's also a most photogenic in each category. So for an extra $10, you can send in a photo, and we'll have the judges look at all the photos. And in addition to that, there's a People's Choice Award in every division. So for $1 you can vote, or you can even put $100 in a bucket if you really want someone to get that People's Choice Award. So we will take that.
Right.
But just remember that all the monies and all the proceeds go to the safety of our children and doing that fence and to help our schools. So any help anyone can give would be awesome.
Okay, all right. You guys did such a great job at this. I know this event, if you guys got anything to do with it, it's going to be a huge success. Really.
Thank you.
All right.
Well, Erica's done a huge amount of work with it. I mean, she's just been awesome. So really appreciate Erica and everything that she's done.
Yeah, I do too. She's been under a tremendous amount of stress here this morning, Chesley. Waiting for you to get here. Thank you so much, girls, for coming by.
Thank you for having us. We appreciate it.
Lots of luck with this event.
Thank you.
At Farrah School, folks, so give them a hand if you can. Folks, we'll be right back in just a moment with more living right after this.
Let the Smokehouse be your mountain getaway destination in beautiful Monteagle, Tennessee. Enjoy our cabins, restaurant, and old general store. Shop thesmokehouse.com, featuring homemade barbecue sauces, jellies, and many other fine Tennessee products. Our live Music on the Mountain series features some of the best local and Nashville talent every Friday and Saturday night, 6:30 p.m. No cover, kids welcome.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please, for the following public service announcement. He's back! The Watkins Man is back, bringing his world-famous Watkins products to 104 East Lauderdale Street in Tullahoma, where Richard and Stephanie Carpenter have opened the area's only Watkins store. Since 1886, Watkins has produced all-natural products, starting with the pain liniment and now including soaps, oils, creams, scrubs, royal jelly, beeswax, supplements dedicated to natural health and pain management, cover total external and internal body care. And don't forget the world-famous spices, extracts, teas, and cooking ingredients. With too many products to list, know that all Watkins products are 100% natural, using the highest quality ingredients obtainable. Always remember, with Watkins, when you buy the best, you use less.
To rid yourself of body pain, stiffness, and stress while increasing circulation, visit the Balance Spa in Shelbyville at 731 North Main Street. Or have them visit you at your office for a chair massage. Simon Cow and Maria Keys Gammon give a professional full-body foot or chair massage that makes you feel like new. Call owner Linda Hackle Brown at 931-639-4885 to set your appointment today.
How long has it been since you raced a cheetah? Are your tornado creating skills getting rusty? Tired of being the only one in your neighborhood who hasn't built a dinosaur? Sounds like it's time to visit the Hands-On Science Center. The Hands-On Science Center is an indoor science playground. In this museum, please touch is the rule. Join us for weekly science demonstrations on space, lasers, lizards, rocks, and a whole lot more. No two visits are ever the same, so visit often to see our ever-changing exhibits and demonstrations. The Hands-On Science Center, 101 Mitchell Boulevard in Tullahoma.
I'm meteorologist Leland Statham, and you're watching Just Plain Living here on Charter Channel 6.
And we're back, and
it's done.
I told y'all it was going to be a rocket ship ride today. We've had all kinds of
we have
folks.
Yeah, absolutely.
And just great things happening.
Great things happening all the time.
All around here, all around here.
Manchester, all these places.
You know, John, since Peggy joined us, we don't, and Peggy's been with us for years now.
I know.
But,
I think I was born
You
here.
mean there was a time when Peggy wasn't with us?
It was. It's hard to remember that. I was going to mention, though, we don't get to talk about sports much.
Oh, yeah, I talk about sports, and I'll just sit back here and eat popcorn.
Okay. But we're, Tennessee is in the Sweet 16.
Yes, they are.
Tennessee's basketball team weren't expected to do that well, so,
Playing very good. Charles Barkley's in love with that big boy.
Yeah, Stokes.
Yeah, he's in love with Stokes.
I think he's just a junior, John L. Stokes. And,
he's a stud.
Had 18 rebounds, 17 points the other night. So
that's good.
Phenomenal.
Tennessee could, they could win that whole thing.
Absolutely.
Their defense is absolutely stifling. People don't know what to do. They just wring their hands and throw the ball up in the air. They can't figure it out.
And they have peaked at the absolute best time here.
Perfect time. Now, they play Kentucky, are they next?
No, they're playing Michigan, I think, on Saturday. Michigan on Saturday. And,
Kentucky and Louisville are playing.
Yeah. A month ago, they were calling for the head coach's head up there, and now look at him,
And now he's the star.
Well, and Bruce Pearl's taking another job.
And Bruce Pearl's went to Auburn.
Helps the coach a lot, because that was kind of iffy as to whether Bruce Pearl would be invited back or not. So this guy was coaching, looking over his shoulder the whole time.
Yeah.
Which is difficult to do.
Absolutely. Absolutely. That's why they make the big bucks. There's a lot of pressure in that deal, isn't there?
Sure is. And I mean, it's just like being president and CEO of a corporation, and you have a stockholders meeting every time you're on the floor.
Exactly.
Because the fans are the stockholders, because they're the ones that spend the money to pay you salary. And if they don't like you, it's like a vice president. You're out of here.
You're out of here. We're bringing in somebody
else.
In
new guy. Bringing in new guy.
Okay.
All right.
You got anything, Peggy?
I don't have anything to do with that.
I got something to do. Hey, you folks out there, remember, go on iTunes and order Beauty is Ray Price, the final sessions. Go to iTunes and order that. It's an album that the last sessions of Ray Price. I have a song on that, and also they'll be in the Walmart and Cracker Barrel on April the 15th.
Great song.
Great song.
Love
Time
it.
to go. Great album.
Absolutely.
Beautiful album. You'll love it.
Best song John Gray ever wrote. I've heard a lot of them, but I think that's
a beautiful song.
That's my favorite.
Oh, man.
I love
what
it.
about a heart on a big gold chain for you?
No, that won't do. Actually, that one's really good too. Come to think of it.
Folks, we'll be back next week. Thank you.
Bye.